I'm back. You're listening to Nadine and Night on National Lampoon Comedy Radio, XM 154. In the studio, I have the Whitest Kids U'Know. I have Liv Schreiber and Sam Brown in Massachusetts and Timmy. And it's good having you guys in here. So let's talk about your sketch group, for real. How did you guys all, I know you guys are a New York City-based sketch group. How did you guys all form your bromance, if you will?
Drunk in college.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Sam?
Yeah, I met Trevor at a comedy club when I was a freshman in college, and he kept on bugging me about starting a comedy troupe, and I was like, all right, fine, if we can go out and drink, we'll do this comedy troupe thing. And then,
were you guys all doing stand-up at that time, or no?
No.
Okay.
It was all like basically like dorm buddies. We all like...
what school?
Zach lived... It was a general housing dorm. 3 of us went to School of Visual Arts in New York, but it was a general housing dorm where it was like for like kids who hadn't got into the like applied to their housing in time.
Oh, that's weird. So they just like lump you guys all together.
Yeah, all the lazy kids.
Yeah, and there were no RAs.
Yeah. So
what?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's rad.
I got in trouble for lighting it on fire.
Yes, Sam got in trouble for that. I broke a guy's painting once, and I didn't know I could drink that many 40s at once.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of things about yourself.
Did you play Edward's 40 Hands or whatever that?
We did do that.
I did do that, but that was after we got out of the dorm. We had a... That was my birthday party one year. We did a 40 Hands party. And then there's some controversy of whether or not we got shot at from the next roof over.
Like real legitimately shot at?
Well, there's like...
there was
like 50 people
gunshot
on a roof, and then there was a loud bang, and some people were like, I saw someone like shoot off a gun from that roof across there.
Oh my God.
Everyone jumped down, and it was the funniest moment. Like 50 white kids on a roof in Brooklyn, ducked down.
It was the kind of neighborhood where that could have happened.
Right, but maybe it didn't.
Yeah,
maybe it didn't.
Yeah. Oh my God! So that's how it was all the dorm then, basically.
Yeah. Well, then I moved into the same dorm about a year later. I met them on 9/11, and
really,
yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
How did that go down?
Well,
not 9/11, but your meeting.
Well, guys, hijacked the plane.
Well, basically, I had to walk. I walked through I went to college in Brooklyn. I had to walk through half of Brooklyn because the subways weren't working. And I get home, and my window had been facing right across the river from where the Trade Center was, so it was horrible and full of smoke. So I'm like, not doing that. I'm going to hang out in the hallway. And Sam lived across the way, and I met him that way. And
Timmy was like, "Hey, wanna look?
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, you wanna be a friend?
Yeah,
this is crazy.
You didn't even have to audition. That's pretty cool.
No auditions. Well,
was it one of those things where you guys stare at each other though? Sometimes you go, "Hey," I
had seen Sam a few times before, and because he wore a captain's hat, so I would remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him and Trevor in the elevator. Sam was wearing a captain's hat. They were talking about the movie Tank. And I was like, what?
It's a good movie.
Who are those guys? And then the terrorists attacked, and then I met them. And,
wow.
Yeah.
And so that was the two of you, and then how did everyone else come along?
I came along when I met Zach doing a small independent film. And then we kind of became friends, and then he introduced me to the show that it was still in college.
Yeah.
And then after they graduated college, they wanted to get serious, and so they got down to 4 members, and I begged and wrote sketches and let me in. And
there was a lot of crying involved.
Yeah.
And he gave me he sent me a lot
I
candy.
think I said, get a hold of yourself, man.
And he smacked me 5 times.
Like, fine, you can do it. Just
stop begging.
Be a man.
I love it.